we're going to do the graphics involving these three. Of course, we may have maybe the BMI or the issuers or the age or maybe some of these mathematics, chemistry, these subjects and the average. Also, we may have them importing some graphics, but we'll concentrate on these three: the sex, smoking, and region, which are categorical. Okay. So you put the whole this file, then we'll see how we go forward, and then in the next video I'll demonstrate how we do advanced graphics for numeric data, like from age up to insurance here. Okay, but again we can stratify them based on the overlays of sex, smoking status, or region, or again we can put them by these variables. So we can use over, or we can use by smoking, over region, by sex, over smoker, over region, whichever we see. Okay, so let's proceed. So if we run this one, we are importing that file. So I'm running, I run, then we can see what have we done. If we go here, we'll see that we have got the Excel file. Not yet, but the main window for the Stata. So exactly what I was running there is what I'm running here, because you know what happens when you use the do file in the Stata. What I'm running here is passed over to the main window for the commands. So when I run all these things, the one I've highlighted in yellow, it will be passed over to the main Stata window. That is this one. Okay, then directory, instead of going through the command here, it's just passed directory. But when we use all these things, we type in the command here, then we will do the same thing. Alright, now if we want to see the dataset, you go to data editor. So that's the data. You have got the data editor. You can browse, we can edit, but we're just taking the edit mode. Okay, so this is the one. So you'll see that exactly what we had is what we have here. We can see here we have these variables up to insurance. Okay, so these three are the ones we're going to deal with up to here, the categorical. And then, as I said, next time we're going to do more on these numeric ones. Alright, but today we're going also to do something about numeric while we're working with the categorical. Alright, so if you can, as you can see here, we can see that the sex is string. Also, we have got the region is string, smoking is string. These are the ones. Why? Because here these ones are, you don't even see the red. So red means string. So string 6, like sex, it means because they are just a finger, which is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the smoking, you've got yes, no, which is this, correct. So what I'll explain, so these three are strings, and then region 8, because we've got like the northern is 8, southern is 8, like that. Central is 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this is 2, therefore 8, 8. So to take 8. So these are strings and they are categorical. And then the age is byte, mathematics, these grades have been entered as the bytes as well. Okay, from the Stata there, from this Excel. And then we have the average has been entered because of the decimal point has been entered as float, which is the numeric double, float, and then double precision. Then we have this one, we have got also, which is BMI, which is float, continuous, insurance also float. Okay, so it's fine. This age, math, int would have been also be float or int, which is okay, but because usually these ones will be numeric. Okay, but when we're looking on them, we can change them if we want to float, but when we like this, it's not a problem. Byte is still numeric, and integer also here is numeric, but this one I'm not analyzing the ID. This one is just for identification, which is integer, which is fine. But now this one's free, we need to change them, the format. So let me just do quickly. We go to our dataset. So from line, you can just start from line. This one up to line, we'll just do like that, up to here. So these are the categorical variables. We want to create categorical variables with coded numeric data. So this one is not part of today's lesson. I did in another video. You can check on the video, so I'll just run. But what we're doing here is we're creating another variable 62, which will have now 1 as male and 2 as female. With a label, we create a label which is 62. Alright. So I'll just do all these ones because there are 3. The smokers will do the same, and then the region will do the same. So what we're doing is, I just explain for the sex I will explain, and then for the smoking it means we create smoking 2, and then if smoker is yes, it will be 1, and then if it's no, it's not smoker, then it will be 2, it will be 0, not 2. So 1 will be yes, and then 0 will be no in the label. Whereby here 1 was male, and then 2 was female, and then we have there. And then lastly, for the region, I'll give it region 2, and this one 1 will be northern, and then 2 will be central, and then 3 will be southern. And then we create, we rename the variable, the region 2, we name it again region, and then we can use the variable label, the same variable label region, but the name must change, must be region 2. And then the label define region 1 is northern, 2 is central, and 3 is southern. And then we assign the label to region 2. Okay, so you can notice that putting here after 6, I just want 6 2 to be placed immediately after 6, otherwise to go up to the end. Similarly here, the smoker 2 to come immediately after 6, after smoker. Similarly, region 2 to come after, that's the option here. After generating here, we have the option to come immediately after region. Alright, so if we can run this one, run. So if we see, we have run these ones, yes. Yeah, so we've run them, we've generated everything. That's starting from female, we've done everything else, and then smokers, we've done, and then the region 2 we've done. If we see the data set, we'll see that this is the data set. Let us see now. You can see now that we said otherwise, if you do say after 6, they would come at the end after insurance here. So what we've generated already 3, 6, 2. If you can see here, so here they will come at the end. Not at the end, they will go where we say. Otherwise, they would have gone down here after insurance. But what I was saying after 6, so you see that after 6, 6 2 will come here. Now you see that 6 2, I've used the same variable label, but now it's by its normal string. Okay, you see, so you see now it has got a variable now 6 2. See now the smoking has got a variable label smoking, and then the region has got a variable region 2. So as you can see here, let me resize that so that we see on the page. So you can see this one's immediately after 6, immediately after smoking status, and immediately after region. Now the number of strings now they're by which is fine. So you see, so the variables here. These labels. So these labels 1 2 male female, 1 2 3 1 0 smoking yes or no, and 1 2 3 central south 1, sorry north is 1, central is 2, and the southern is 3. So that's what we have here. So you can see the difference here. These ones, the red ones, they are the strings. Okay, these three are the strings. Let me resize here. So the red ones are the strings. These ones are the strings, the original ones. Whereas these ones now that we've done now, we put 2 you will see the color that are in blue. This color or that blue. This color means that they're now values. That's why but we have recorded them to say one is male, one is female. So you can see that this is looking the same, but the other one is string, the other one is numeric, which is what we recorded it. Okay, now let us proceed. If you want, you can delete these ones. So that you just name 6 2 that one, and then after that you can even rename 6 2 6 2 back to 6 and smoker and that. But you can even as well just leave them the way they are like that, because sometimes you may need to do something with them. So just leave them. There's no, we lose nothing. Now we go on. Let's go for the next step. We've done this with like interactive or the processing, so that we normalize these ones, the categorical data, we put them with numeric coding. We have done like this. Now we go 37 up to this one. This one we want to describe the entire data set. What do we have? So just use describe. Okay. If you don't mention any variable here, it will take the whole data set. If you wanted to describe only one variable or two variables, you can indicate the list of variables. But if you put it empty here like that, without showing anything in the variable list, it assumes by default Stata will display all of them. Codebook again, compact, it will display all of them. So you can view the codebook. But if you wanted just a few of them or describe the codebook, you can do like this in line 45. Okay, because if you don't specify here, it will be the entire data set. But if you specify, it will only do this. Now the difference between these two codebooks, this codebook in 42 is compact. Okay, because the codebook is too large, so we don't want it to be beautiful. We don't specify compact, it will be too large. But now here, because we just wanted to see in full the full codebook, just for the ones, the categorical ones we have done, of coded. So when we put sex star, it means all the variables that start with sex, because star means whatever we have here. So star, one star, it means you can have so many characters at the end there. Okay, next time I'll explain another video these things, the star, there's also the other, the caret, the hash, all those things, so how we deal with these variables. Okay, so this one means anything beginning with 6 and then ending with anything, any number of characters at the end. So like here, in this data set, we have 6 and 6 2, if you remember. And then smoker, we got smoker and smoker 2. Region, we got region and region 2, which is here, 1, 2, 3, because they are playing 2, 2, 2, 2. It means there are 6 variables. That's the shorthand. Okay, Stata, this is powerful. So let me now, if I run, what happens? I run all of them so that we see what this guy was doing and what codebook compact was doing for all data sets, for viewing all this data set, and then what the full this one we've done. So I run them at once. I run. Let us go and see in our here. So if we go here, we started here. Yeah, so it was here last time. We already put this one, the region 2. Now we want to see if we describe the entire data set. If we say describe, it will describe. So let me resize here. So it will say this data set. We are not yet named it. If we named it, it will give the name of the data set here. Maybe we can name this data set, otherwise this data does not know it yet, but we could name it. Okay, one at a time. In some other videos we show you how you can name the data set. So we have said the data set name, insurance data, but in this case we didn't name it. Okay, it's fine. We checked my other videos how we name these ones. Okay, then observations, there are 200 and the variables are 17. Why? Because last time they were like 10 10, if you remember. There were 10, no, not 10, 14, and then we have now generated 3 variables, making 17. Okay, now we have the variable names. These are variable names which we can equally see them here. These variable names, and then we've got the variable labels at the end here. These are the end, which are these ones here, the variable labels. These are for variables, labels. But you have the variable labels. The variable labels are only for the categorical, the ones we've generated. So it's only the ones which have labeled. So the other 6, this one did not have a label. It was string. Similarly, the smoker was string, and then also the region was string. But these ones now, this one, and then this one, and also this one, region 2. Now these ones are byte, and they have the labels here, the one we did before. Let us go down further. Okay, so these others are byte, and then these ones in the insurance, the average, that's the average is for average grade, and then the BMI, body mass index, insurance. So this is the insurance data. This is for these students, and these students they wrote 6 tests. So these are their ages, and then we have their sex, their region, where they belong, where they are residing, and then the students absolutely they are smoking, whether they smoke yes or no, and then we have their ages there, and we wrote these 6 subjects in the test. I want to see something there. I think we will the average there for these 6 subjects, and then these are the 6 subjects from here up to here. So for the average, and then we have also their BMI, we measure their heights and weights and evaluate the BMI. Okay, and then we have got the insurance that we have charged them to pay, because it's like all these 12 students they have joined the insurance, the health insurance. So we used based on the data set, and then we calculated we predicted how much they should be paying as premium, insurance premium. Okay, but this one down here will be the calculator, biology, mathematics, insurance. There are the variable names. The way when we plot the graphics, whatever we're doing data visualization, it will be plotting these ones by default, not these ones. These ones will just be variable names, but these will be the ones which will be showing. Alright, let us go now to the full view of the codebook, but not for all of them, but only for these 6. So for 6, you can see that it was string. See, it was string, and then it just has got the values were just like the strings. Female 97, 103 male, total is 200, and none missing. But the 6 2, you can see that this one was string, no values here, but this one is byte and it's numeric. And then this one now has got 21 to 2, where the 1 now has put numeric. 1 is male, 2 is female. So this is numeric and coded. That's what we're doing there. Can you let us see smoker? Smoker, the original one is true. Yeah, yes was 3. That's the one I was checking at the beginning. So you can see that it's this one's the data which is not well coded, like an structured manner way. Like a structured manner. But this one is smoker 2 now is structured or is numeric, well coded, so that we know that the 1 is yes and the 0 is no. Okay, and no missing as well. Region, it was string, so like this. But now when we did it, it will be numeric, so it will be now like 1 is numbering, 2, so 61, 1 is numbering, which was here. Here it was arranging by alphabet, C was appearing first, well here it's arranging by numeric value. Numbering 1 first, 3 7, so 2 central. If you add this, it should be 200. Similarly, no female, the yes no, here it was arranging by no, yes, alphabet, N comes first, then Y. And again here, here 0 comes first before 1, so no comes first. Here, female comes first, then N, but here 1 came first, then 2. So we should not have any confusion here. Alright, we just want to confirm what we're doing. So great. Let us proceed now to our do file. So we are on this line. Okay, here I'm not running anything else, but let me just explain. So in this tutorial we're doing today, we are covering this is the data. Okay, let me start from the beginning here. So this is the data visualization and graphics using Stata. That's what we're doing. So we shall cover the following. Number 1, that's what we're covering in this session today, the categorical variables or categorical data. So which means the specific ones, the graphics for categorical. There are others as well, but the ones which are more applicable and the ones which will be more common in scientific research or scientific writing will be bar charts. So some people call them bar plots, and the pie charts. Some people call them pie plots as well. Of course, these are not like some people they say they are not like graphs, but they are graphics. Okay, but not like graphs. Why? Because these are just what they just represent the bars or represent the pie, the slices. So the graphs usually refer to the ones where maybe there are some lines or curves or like that, points and like that. So that's why these are known as just bar charts or pie charts, but you can call them maybe plots. It's fine, bar plot, but not really like a bar graph or pie graph. That may be confusing. Alright, but the graphics, that's correct. Okay, now we have the numeric variables, which we are going to do the next video. These ones, okay, so today we're covering the number 1, but it doesn't mean that this is small, so don't be switched off. Hello, this number 1 alone is too much, and I know it will take us more than 1 hour. More than 1 hour. this number one alone. There's too much to cover. And then number two, also there's too much, but this will be another 1 hour or so, which will cover numeric variables. The box plots, of course, today I will cover a little bit of the box plots, because box plots can also appear here. But the box plots, what we do is the way we deal with like the bar charts and the box plots. That's what we call the plots. Here we have got bar charts, but we can also have bar plots. Okay, so that's why we can just combine them. Here the box plots can also be found here. Okay, because we can do the box plots. Of course, all of these ones that we do here, when we do them, then we can certify by the chart, by the categorical variables. Okay, so we can vary, and maybe you can use by and use over. We'll see as we go. So all of these ones, you know what we do next time. We usually put them with in combination or with these ones, the categorical, because we use the categorical for maybe stratification. Okay, yeah, so like subpopulations. Alright, so but these ones are the ones which we're plotting exactly for the data which is categorical. Alright, so next time we deal with all these histogram, frequency polygons, matrix plots, scatter plots, line plots, area plots, spike plots, drop lines plots, dot plots, time series plots, spline line plots, lowest line plots, linear prediction, quadratic prediction plots. Linear prediction is also plots. We have fractional polynomial plots, linear prediction plots, this time with coefficient intervals, quadratic prediction plots, also with coefficient intervals, and then fractional polynomial plots, also with coefficient interval as well, like this somewhere, which is here. Okay, and then local polynomial smooth plots, again with coefficient intervals. Okay, and then various range plots. We've got bar range plots, area range plots. We have so many range plots as well here. Okay, that's what I said. Okay, we contour plots and like connected plots and like range plots. And then we have also the kernel density plots. Okay, so along the lowest fits the linear prediction, we also fit the kernel density plot. And then we have got the line plots for functions. So we can have functions. Another video I deal with functions in Stata. So we have built-in functions, and you can also have user functions, user-defined functions. So this will be user-defined or inbuilt. You can plot them and you can graph them. Okay, and you can combine with these other plots as well. Okay, on the same axis. Okay, so that will be now another video which will be 3. So and the other more advanced plots. 3 will be, you can save these graphics, you can rescale these graphics, you can do with the X labels, the Y labels, the cells, the grids, the scales, the annotations, the putting the text, the combining the graphs, multiple graphs, and then the same graphics and grids. You can see also the visualization I did in one of the videos in R. I do also the graphics and the data visualization in Python as well. Yeah, okay, so this is in Stata, and the more advanced graphics management commands in Stata. Okay, so you can delete, you can close, you can display, you can replay, you can do so many things. You can copy, you can watch, you can correlate graphs. There's so many things you can do. Okay, and you can combine graphs and like that. Okay, so today I'll just go to the bar charts. That is the categorical variables. Okay, so the bar chart, the categorical alone, if you can see, let me just show you. To be a lot, we're going to cover all these categorical. Then you can see. So next video, that's when we'll go to numeric. This is continuous scale ratio, where we'll cover 34 box plots, going down all those things I was mentioning. But today we're going to do up to line 237. So just imagine 237. So there's a lot. Let us do quickly and see. Okay, you can see all these ones. Yeah, up to this is the pi. Then if we go here up, these are the bar. So at the top of the bar, this one is the bar. So I'm saying that this a lot will take us 1 hour plus. But if you don't switch off, this is very important, and you will like it. You will like what we're doing today. Okay, so so once again I'm saying today we're doing 1 only. Oh, this I'm showing is 1 only. Then 2 only will be another video, which will be again 1 hour plus, not less than 1 hour. This will be another video. Then this video again will be again not less than 1 hour again. Number 3. It's a lot again, this number 3. This is the another video. So here is like for this topic, there are 3 videos. That's what I've arranged. There are 3 parts, and each part is a video. So that's why we're saying today we're dealing with the part 1, which is categorical data. Okay, so in part 2 we check for another video to be the same as this one, but part 2 now, which will be numerical data. We'll deal with this discrete ratio, scale, continuous data sets. How do we do the graphics? Then the part 3, that's where we'll combine everything else and do some advanced combining graphics, rescaling, grading, what, all those things, and then some advanced data graphics management commands like that. So many things that we can deal with data. Yeah, even the timing, the time series, so that we deal with the dates and times and like all those things. Okay, then that will be the second part 2 and part 3, the advanced one. Alright, let us proceed. Now let us go on with the bar chart. So I run from this one up to here. What are we doing here? We are now running. We're now see the bar charts. Okay, so what I did here is I started with simple, and then we are going complex. Okay, maybe from known to unknown, or from simple to complex. Because that's the principle of teaching and learning. Okay, so that's what I believe. As a professor, I know that we must start from simple to complex, and again from known to unknown. Okay, now we are from basic to advanced. Okay, now let us start with this one. So graph bar over 6. What is this doing? What this is doing is when we say all that we do, we start with bar, with graph. So all these we are doing here, when we say data validation of graphics, all these from number 1 up to number here, all of these ones there are graphics. Therefore, all of these ones when we put them, we can start with graph command. Okay, so that's the main command, which is graph. And then from the graph, then we have got, in some cases the graph can be optional. Therefore, some other cases where graph must appear. Okay, as if mandatory. But for most of them, we can ignore the graph, especially when we have when the second here will be two-way, because in that case we'll do that one in this when we come here. Okay, because what we're doing here is one way. So I'll explain what by two-way. When we go two-way, then sometimes we can remove the graph can be optional. We can start with two-way scatter, two-way like that, two-way line, the ones we're saying here. Okay? So the scatter, two-way line, two-way area, two-way like that, dot, two-way. So then you just do like that. But you can also use graph, then dot, graph, then line, graph like that. So okay, I'll explain about that. Let us proceed. Now it means, but for today, all of them are going to start with graph, like compulsory. Okay, then the next will be either bar or it will be H bar. Okay, the difference that when we use bar, it will be the normal bar, the one you know, the vertical one. Whereby this one, when we use H bar, that is horizontal bar plot or bar chart. Okay, so for bars we'll be using only these two. Now, if we run this one over, we just say graph bar. You don't mention anything else, just graph bar. By default, it uses percent. So this one's number 71 and 72 are the same. I just wanted you to see that. If we just do like this, just graph bar without putting anything else there. Just graph bar, then option over 62. What is graph over graph? When you don't put anything else, to assume percentage, to count, to report percentage of what? Sex in the whole population without dividing the population into subpopulation. So what we do here is that we just when we say over 62, it means well, with male and female, those ones we split them, so we show two bars. Okay, let me run. Okay, so if I run this one, okay, I was waiting for the graph. So this is the graph. So you'll see that you have percent here by default, and then you have got male and female. But as we have now, it's not really that beautiful, so we need to beautify this. That's why we want to make, that's why we start with this simple, and then we start now making them more beautiful. As you can see the percent, okay, we can see these numbers, they are labeled, they're not really nice by default, they're labeled vertical like this. But we want these numbers to be horizontal. So at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, they should be naturally, they should be horizontal. Okay, like male, female is fine. Percent is fine, it can appear like that, because it's vertical like that, but these only, I think we would like them to put them horizontal. Okay, and then this you can see when we don't yet have the title, we can put the title there or the subtitle. These ones we can label them so that we see if this is 50 something, this one is also female, is something. These are percentages. So which means if this is 56, this will be 44 because they must add up to 100. If this is 55, this will be 45. Okay, if this is 53, this will be 47 because the sum must be 100 as a percentage. All right, let's see. Let's go to back to this one. So what about if we do this one? You see that it will be the same thing, because by default, if you did put 65% statistic, it will know that it was percent. Let me run this one. Now when I have percent, it will do the same thing as 71. Okay, let me save. I think I changed something. So it will do the same thing that we have. Alright. Now let us go to this one. 73. So what have I changed? I've changed percent, now I put count. So when you do percent, it has percent, but when you put count, it has frequencies. This is the default. The default one, if you don't mention like in 71, it will be percent. If you want frequency, it's a must. You must put in bracket here, graph bar, then bracket count. It means frequency. So like all these ones, 73, 74, 75, they'll be frequencies. Okay, let me run 73. So if you run, it will be now frequency here. So you see that last time it was showing percentages, but now it's showing frequency like here is 93. If you remember, not 93, 103. This was 103. Yes, this was 97. So 97, 103, which was 200. If you remember, I think you remember. Let me show you. Not here, but the here. Yeah, so if I remember, it was here, not down, up. Okay, or I can just tab here. I can just tab I said tab 62, enter. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, that male is 1.3, female is 97. Percentages, that's why this is 51.5%, and which is roughly 54%, and the female is roughly 49. Okay, we can say 51.5% and then 58.5%. Okay, or roughly we can just say 48, 52, or 51, 49. So which is 100. Okay, so when we use count, it uses the frequencies, but by default it uses the percentages. Okay, so that's why this graph is like this. Okay, yeah. Let us see now so that we make something more beautiful. Okay, 74. What is happening? It's the same as what we had above. It's frequency again, but now instead of sex, it's on smoker. Let's see. So it will be the same thing, but it's on smoker now. Smoker, yes is 1, smoking. No is 0, not smoking. So those not smoking, it's this one. This is the frequency now. And those smoking, there are 40 something. Those, yeah, there are 160, 50 something, or 60 something, or 70. Okay, or 60, I think something. Together will be 200. If you use the percent, then it will be 2%. Same graph relatives, but we just change this to percent. Alright? Just move on to another one. What about for the 3? Categorical. What about for the region? For the region, okay, so be there, we're going to do more advanced things today. You like what we're doing today. We're starting from simple, but we're going, you like it. Stay there, stay tuned, don't switch off. Okay, so the graph bar count over the region, I will explain. So this will be frequency. So you see, I just want you to see that now we have northern, central, and southern. Okay, now how can we make it beautiful? This one here, to make them horizontal, and again to put the titles there, and also to label inside here, and also maybe to change the colors here, and also maybe these labels, maybe to put some other lines, some green again lines here, or to put some vertical lines, also horizontal lines, or to put some annotations, some text inside there. All those things, that's what we specify. What do we do? Or again, we can do this one and stratify for what? For female separately, male separately, and for smoker separately, and for non-smoker separately. So we can use over, array, over, and we can use what? By. That's where we're going, and do all these beautiful things. Okay, let us move on. Be there, be tuned, stay tuned. Okay, don't switch off. So we go to this now here. That is up to here. Here, we want to make them to add some labels and other graphics options to make it more beautiful. So what do we do? Let me run from here. Okay, I'll run the whole of it, but before I run, let me first explain. Line 79, graph bar, this one already explained. Percent over region, we've already seen what it was doing. Okay, now when we put title, percentage distribution over region title, it means we put the main title on top. If we put subtitle, again after title, this one we can also have subtitle. When we put in bracket and put in quotes, then it means you have a bigger title on top, like a bigger heading, heading 1, and then H1, which is H1, like in Python or others we use H1 stuff, like we will do with the cascading stuff sheet, CSS, or maybe hypertext markup language, HTML. So use header 1 and header 2. So this one will be H1 bigger size, and then this one will be small size, the second heading. Okay, and then we have which will be say percentage. But in this case I have not put the small heading and the subtitle. I've just put the one title, which is also the vertical, which is the percentage. For the bar graphs, bar charts, we don't need the X title, and it will not work. So in Stata we remove the X title because these are bar chart, the bar charts that are or bar graphs that are one way frequency tables like that, frequency plots like that. So they're not two way, they're not using proxy, they're using one. The other one just we put the categorical variable, and the other variable that's what we're showing the statistic whether you're counting or you're using the what percent. Well, we'll see the other more you're going to do the mean, this standard deviation, and like we'll see them. It's not only the percent and the count and the frequency, but in many cases people just know putting the frequency or putting the percent. But there's so many things you can do. When putting the mean, the range, standard deviation, the quantile, the what you'll see. That's where we're going next down here, or maybe 100. Okay, now this one, then the bar. Okay, these lines in 3 lines. Okay, this one which I've highlighted here, the whole of this one, we could just write 1 line 79. Just write 1 line continuous. But this one line then is would go so to write with the long line. Of course, sometimes it wraps by itself. When it goes up to maybe somewhere this line there at the end, it will wrap. But what I mean is, you need to show here that it's wrapping. It will just be 1 line, I think you know. But that's not a good way of programming. So that's why we use 3 lines. These slashes. If we use these 4 slash, the line of 3 of them, 4 slash, then what we'll have is that but in these slashes you should have a space before. If you don't put a space, it won't work out. There must be a space. So these slashes must stand on their own. Okay, then what it means is you continue to the next line as 1 line. Okay, now right title, basically already explained. The next we've got bar 1 fill color. This F color is fill color. So which means what you're saying is we've got only 1 bar here. Okay, so this 1 bar it will be bar 1. It need to be red. Okay, you want to change the color, you want to have control. And then P label bar. Okay, what is that thing by P label? You mean that on the P label we have options, we can put bar, or we can put name, or we can put some other things here. Okay, but in total, that. But in this case, we just want to put bar. If you put total, it means you are doing cumulative. If you put bar, it means you are doing the just the frequency or percent. Okay, the cell, the category by category cell, or category by category, category by category percentage, or category by category what, category percentage or count frequency. But if you put total here on P label is bar labels. If you put total, it will be doing cumulative percentage or cumulative frequency. Okay, if you put name here, P label name, then it will be putting just the name of the variable that you're putting there. Okay, if color, we are filling the color to this bar, so fill the inside. You can have also the border color. Okay, this is the F color, that is the fill. You can also have the B color, that is the border color. Then you can also have the L color, that's the line color. Okay, so that would be for like this one, with lines. Now you have see at the bottom the line color. Alright, but this one I've commented the Y lab. Okay, because I want to explain something. Let me run this first. Then I will remove the comment here so that you see when you have the Y lab. Okay. Alright, that's labeling the Y. I've left it first, which has got the we are slicing now we're changing the lab, how the lab, the scales, and the lab is divided into divisions, and then also the orientation, the angle of the labeling. The one I was saying. So before we comment this one, let's comment it first and see what we have so far. Now what you see now. So you can see that now we have the race, northern, central, and the southern, and in the region. But now you can see that because we use percentage, if it was frequency, it would have been frequency, but we use percentage, then the standard percentage has changed to percentage, but these ones are still vertical. That's why I put a comment. So I've changed it so that you see that 10, 20, 30 will now be vertical orientation, angle. Okay, but for the title, we have seen, we'll put percentage, okay, but the spelling was not correct. I'll correct the spelling. Percentage distribution over region. Okay, again here, percentage, okay, so I made a mistake both sides, okay, I'll correct. Then these are the percentages there, see? So we get the percentages to the top there. Alright, okay, if you want, you can append a percentage at the end. Okay, so that should show, they should say 30.5%. Okay, in the pie chart, by default, they put 1%. But for this one, 40% at the end, you append. Okay, you can append. Okay, let me, the color fill, the F color, you see they will change to red. If you put pink, black, blue, khaki, then it will be changing here. Purple, maroon, it will be changing here accordingly. Okay, but let us now run this one. Let's go back. 1 percentage, percentage. Let me make the correction first. And then here again percentage, and then what else? That's all. Then now let me remove this comment. Let us run now and see. So you see that what we have so far, if we run that, what we have so far, you can see that the divisions are 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 10, 10, 10, but now I can change so that I say 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So I can have the 5 here, 15 in the middle, 45 in the middle. And we can change this one up to 50 if you want. I can stop at 45. Okay, or I can go further up to 60. Okay, but I can just leave it 45 and put it 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, let us see now what we've done. Okay, so if you see, we've done a beautiful thing. Yeah, okay, let us run. If I run, let me save first, I did some changes. If I run the selection, you can see now, so here I've stopped at 45 and I put 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and the percentage according to the spelling, and now the colors are these ones. Yeah, you can see, so that in this case, we've put 5, 5, 5 divisions now. Okay, when we go to other lines, we'll go to X title will be, this is the Y lab label, but the X label here is not applicable. We cannot put the scale. But for some full graphs like that, there will be also X lab as well. So we can as well change the horizontal scaling and that. Yeah, and also the scale, the aspect ratio for the whole graphics, which we'll do in another video for the aspect ratios. Okay, let's proceed. These are the bars, and you can see these ones that they have gone on top here. I did explain here. By default, they don't go on top here. Okay, why are they on top here? Because I did explain this one. I did explain here. They have gone on top. Okay, by default they go on top. Yes, that's by default. But if you can control them and change them. Okay, we'll see them later down here. So the angle was not down here. Okay, this one bar, that's what to explain there. Okay, also said bar. Okay, then but another one here is total. Okay, so if you have like a stack, then you can have total. Okay, I'll show you at the bottom here. Alright, so if we do this one here, this one, if we see this one, we have the horizontal bar plot, the graph, we have the graphs, then H bar, so it's exactly what we had above, but now we'll put H bar, and now it is frequency 30%, and we have now, so we've sliced this one, 0 up to 90, 10, yeah, let me just run it, and the angle, this color we put blue, let me just run, so you can see, so if you use H bar, it becomes horizontal bar, and then I formatted everything else correctly. So this one will be the angles, 50 will be the count, the frequency, which is 50, 89, and 61. This is the frequency distribution over region. The other one I put percentage. Okay, if it was just bar, it would have been upright, but because it's H bar, it goes what? Horizontal bar. Okay, so this works with the the pie chart, the box plot, and the other things. If you use H, it will just change. It will put it horizontal instead of being vertical. Alright, so if we go to again to stack bars, so this is stack. When you stack, this is bar, count, this one is percentage, over region, stack. If you put stack, then you put as Y values. When you put as Y values, what you mean is that the one which you are using, this one, the region. So this region, the one which was the first over here, which is the region, because we'll see later on, we have over region, and we're going to have over 6, over again another variable, like over smokers. So the one which, the first over which is appearing, it will be regarded as the Y value, which will be stacked. That's why we put stack as Y values. If we do that way, the title here, I put stacked frequency of region, also put count. Otherwise, if it is percentage, I will say stacked percentage. If you are putting that the count, or if you are putting the percentage, you put percentage. Okay, and then the Y title, this is frequency over here to be put a percentage. So I'm explaining this one, I'm also explaining this one. The B label, that is the box, not the box, but the bar labels. So it's bar. Now here again, the bar label is bar. Okay, so when I put the stack, you can use also total. Okay, I'll also here total, I'll show you. Let me run this one first before I run. Here now, when you say the bar 1, F car red, which means the first bar will be red, and then the second bar will be blue, and then the third bar will be pink on the stack above. And then the Y label, I can divide by 50, 50, 50 like this, the horizontal, and the angle horizontal as well. So let me run. You see, so that's what's happening. So the stack frequency over region, and then we have these ones, the one as the counts, and the frequencies, these ones are put them horizontal, and the legend comes automatically. When you say stack, automatically the legend comes, but the legend comes usually 2 by 2. Okay, I should say usually comes 2 columns. So that if you add so many here, they will be put into 2 columns, but you can change the columns of the rows. Okay, here, for example, and again here, I will use just the bar, so it takes the 61 for this one, for northern, and then there's the frequency, and 89 for central, and then 50 for southern. But if you want it cumulative, so that you say this is 61, and then if you add the northern and the central, then this plus that, so then here to be 150. Then if you add 50 to be 200, so to be 61, 150, 200. In that case you use, let me show you, that's cumulative. In that case here, with this bar, we use total. So if we use total here, let me run again, save, run. Now it will be 61, 150, 200, it will be adding. Alright, but now what about this one? Maybe it's up to you. If you wanted this one, you do this way, but if you don't want cumulative, then you do the way it was. Okay, so I think most people will not like cumulative, but they'll see they want the way it was before, just like that. Okay, bar. Okay, let me save the way it was. Then now let me add something now here. What I'll add is this. Okay, I'll do very soon. I want to explain about the legend. Okay, so I'll explain at the bottom. I want to explain that now, but I'll explain later on. Okay, when we go there. Okay, so this one we're done. That is for the we've done this one, the horizontal bars. And then we've done the stack, this one, okay? Yeah, this is the one which we've just done. Now, what I will explain, I'll explain here. So it's exactly the same, this one. Exactly what we had before, but now it's percentage. But now, I want you to see what is happening, okay? I want you to see what is happening. If this one, if I just run from here, as it is here, okay? You can see that I've commented these ones, 109, 10, and 11. Okay? And the difference here, you can see that I've added legend. Here there was no legend. Okay? So now I've added legend, that's the only thing I've added. Here there is no legend. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this one, which but I've also changed, instead of 25 to 200, I've put here 10 to 90. You see? Because as you can see here, this one here is up to 200. Okay? That is for the actual numbers, totals. But when you change to percentage, it will not reach 200, because percentage total will be 200, 100. So it cannot reach 100. Okay? That's the maximum will be 100. Okay, what I mean is this. Let me go back. If I run, as it is now here. Okay, first. Let me run it. So I run. So as a percentage, it will reach just reach 100. Yeah, because total must be 100. So by default, it will just put these are percentages. So if you add this plus this plus this plus this should be 75. Okay, so this plus this 74, 75. Now then 75, 100. If you use total, then this plus this should have been 75 here. Okay, that's what I've already explained. Let me just for others just to see. If I use total here, instead of bar, total again for the percentage, then you would get, as I'm saying here, 75, 100. But I want to explain about the regent here, because it is maybe not looking nice. So what we'll do is, if I go here, then I will remove this comment. Let us run. Okay, what is happening is now, okay, this bar 1, this one was for the first bar to be red, the second bar to be blue, and then the third bar to fill color, which is what? Pink. But this one now, if you put here the legend, rows 1, columns 3. It does not, if you put rows 1, columns 3, it is the same as just putting one row. Then it knows itself. It chooses, it knows that the columns must be 3. Or you can just do what? Columns. Okay, or you can specify both of them. Okay, what I mean is it uses rectangular coordinates. So, okay, let me run as it is here. So in this case, it means it will put one row, okay, and 3 columns. Which is just one row or 3 columns. Okay, so if you run, that's the legend. So you see, so the legend will put one row and 3 columns. So if you just put 3 columns, or if you just put one row, it will do the same thing. Hello? Okay. And if you wanted them maybe to be in one column, okay, then let me go here in one column. Then that's why I did this one. So this one I can comment. Okay, but if I comment this one, then this line will jump. When it comes here, it will jump to come to here. So it's either I put this one with an inline comment like this one, which is like that, up to here, like that, and then I put, okay, or I can do up to here, yeah. Then now this one will be a comment, then it will land this one so that it goes to this line. Okay, otherwise if we don't put this in line, this one, it will not jump here to come, it will get this one as a comment, the way it was before. Okay, so now you see here this was 1 by 3, but now 3 by 4. That's one. It will be one column, it will be one column now, like this. Hello? Yeah. And then here it is still cumulative, but you could change it back to the normal, which is the bar for the stack. Okay, stack bar. Okay, so if I run again, let me save, run again, yes, so this is normal. Okay, so again the other one here, if I go to that one, okay, I mean if I remove again here, so okay, the one which we just did is still active. Let me go there. You can see that how it is here. So it is 0 up to 100, and it is 24 to 60, but we can now put what in the middle there, 10 up to 100. Okay, so it's 10 up to, not 90, but it should be up to 100. Okay, so if we run this one, save, run, then now you see that we have added the divisions there, 10, 20, 30. But if you used 5 step 5, then you put 5 like that. But I think 10 is fine, so that we can have many divisions there, so if you want it. Alright, let's proceed and do something different. Okay, let us go. Okay, the same, these stacks bars which we've done, we can also have stacks bars which is horizontal. Only that I did. That is stack bars. I can just put horizontal as well, so I can just do the same this one, and then just run, enter here, paste. Okay, so what I'll do is I can just put here H. Then when I put H here, then now it will be horizontal because of H bar. So it's exactly what we have here, but this was bar, this is H bar, so it will be horizontal. So if I run, it will be horizontal like this. Okay, and this one, if I wanted it to be just in one line, this one which is here is already what I did, which I said that here you don't have always to specify to say one column, that one. If you wanted, you could just specify only a number of rows. So I can just say I want only one row. You don't have always to specify both number of rows and number of columns. You can just choose one, you can just choose number of rows only, or number of columns only. Then the other part it is not automatically, because if you choose 3 rows, then it can't put 2 columns. If you put 1 row, then it can't put 2 rows. It will have to put 2 columns. It will have to put 3 automatically. Okay, let me run like this one. So it means it will be just 1 row like that. Okay, alright, let us proceed. So now let us go to, I've added just this little stack. I use this one, the count and the percentage, but now I've just done the H bar, the horizontal, the same one we had. And then let us go to nesting. So nesting up to here. We call this nesting. Okay, so nesting, what is it? Well, nested overarray, okay, option. So it means we have here graph bar, count, or can be frequency, percentage. So far we are doing percentage and frequency and percent. But when we come down here very soon, here down after this, we'll see one of the buttons with other statistics for one continuous variable. Like mean, you can have minimum, you see here, you can put the minimum, you can put the percentile, quantile, okay, median, okay, standard deviation. Okay, before we come there, let us first do this one. So when we got the over option, which means we got over 6 and over smoker. Last time overall we've been doing only one over each. we're just override on region, overlay on sex, region over sex, over smoker, over region 2. But now this time, for the first time, we want to nest. What we mean is to say to repeat. So say over sex, over smoker. Okay, you see down there, you can have, there is no limit. You can have over sex, over smoker, and then over something else. But it will be 3 dimension, 3D. Then collapse on, but what it will do is it will collapse that 3D onto 2D. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, so if you see here, if I run this one, before I run, I should explain. It's exactly what we do before. Here, when we say one row, 2 columns, I will explain that you can just choose one row only and delete the other part, or you can just put 3 columns and remove this one, or you can put both. It doesn't matter. So this will be one, the same as this one. Okay, or you can just put it's the same thing. I can just put 3 columns. It's the same thing. I will explain. But now, let me save. What matters is that here, okay, here we put by 1 F color purple. Okay, here we had by 1 color, by 2 this one, by 3 this one, because you remember we stacked it to this had 3. But this one here now, like the sex variable, will have only what the sex only will be regarded as the first bar, and then the smoker is the second bar. So but it's the sex which will have F color here. So what will happen is we'll say this means we separate the smokers first. We certify by we put the smokers and then we overlay the sex on top of the smoker. Okay, so what is this? Let me just run this one so you see how we overlay the frequency of sex over smoker. What is these ones we call the marginal. Okay, the marginal is like over region 2. It means you are taking all the population, northern, central, and southern, all the population. But when we do like that now, like 6.2 over smoker, if you just put over 6.2, if there was no this one, the over smoker, then this will just put the bar chart for sex only, for the whole population. But by putting over smoker 2, it means you split, you do the sex, but you split it over that smoker, so that those who are smoking, you do the bar graph of male female for in the category of smoking and in the category of not smoking. Okay, let me run it. So if you run, that's what I was saying. So what it means is the frequency over sex over smoker. Okay, it means the last one, which is smoker, that will be the first one, which will say non-smoker. It will split to non-smoker and smokers on the x-axis. The last part will be the x-axis, which is the main division. We'll call it the main division, which is the last part, which will be the smoker, main division, smokers, population, and the non-smokers, that is non-smokers, and then smokers. Then this one, which was the first to over, is the one which we are putting. So that for the main division, the non-smoker, we divide it again into male and female. So what it means is that there were 79 male smokers, and there were also 17 female smokers. When you come here, it means there were 24 male. So here they were not smokers. 79 smoking males, or 79 males who were non-smokers, 79 females who were non-smokers, or 79 non-smoking females. Well, here we've got 24 smoking males, or 24 male smokers, and then 18 female smokers. Okay, that's what it means. So this was the frequencies. If there was percentages, then we would do the percentages, but now the percentages would not be, okay, you would not be adding up to 100, because when we add these ones, when we add this plus this one, 79 plus 79, 24 plus 18, when we add all these ones, it should be 200. Okay, because 18 plus 24 will be 42. So 42, 79, 79 will be 158. So 158 plus 42 should be 200. But when it comes to percentages, let me run here. Okay, is this percentage? No, let me just change here and put percent so that you see percent. Okay, percent. If you see here, there must be a comma here. I just forgot to explain here. There must be a comma here in one lab. Otherwise, why? Because the format is that when you go to one lab or X lab, you must have first the contents that you are putting the angle. So if you use the default, the one that the computer is going to use, the Stata, the program is going to use by default, then you just leave it blank. So to use default. But this comma must be there. If you remove the comma there, it will not work. If you do it there, it won't plot. So if you run here, it won't plot anything else. If you go here in the, it will say here, lower lab angle. So this one, invite variable specifier angle. Why? Because this is not allowed. That's what I'm explaining. Okay. So whatever will be reporting here, whatever will be reporting, or only that I was not opening here because of time, whatever will be doing there, it is the passing control here. That's all things that we are seeing the graphs there. No, but I was not opening here. Okay, but if I open suppose I know that there will be an error here. Okay, so what we mean here, we must have comma like that. You can put space or not, is optional, but a comma is important. If you run now, it will work now. So you can see that now these are the percentages. Now if you can add up this plus this plus this is 12%, this is 9%. If you add, it will be 12 plus 9, it will be 21%. So this is 21%, and then this plus this 39, which is will be 79. 79, yeah, because this will be 78 plus 0.5, 79. 79 plus 21, 100%. So I wanted to see that the percentage would be 100%, whereby the frequencies was total was 100, whereby the percentage total is the frequency was 200 in the sample size of the population in this data, but here now it will be 100%. Okay, do not be 200. All right. So in other words, what we're saying is that 39.5%, or we can just say that the male non-smokers are 39.5% of the whole population. Similarly, the female non-smokers are 39.5% of the whole population, whereby the male smokers are 12% of the whole population on the data set, and then the female smokers are 9%. That's what it means. Okay, of the whole population in this data set or sample. Okay, then we go here. That is the over sex and over smokers. What about if we interchange? The very same we had here, but if we interchange, if we start with the over, this we start with over sex, over smoker. What about if we do the opposite? So we start with over smoker and then over sex. Okay? What will happen? Let me run. It will just be the same thing, but the main division and the small division will swap. The one which comes first, the smoker, will be the small division. The main division will be now the sex. Okay, so if I run here, the main division now will be sex. So that to split first over sex, to split first the male here as the main division, and then the female here as the main division. So the male and the female subpopulations or subsamples. Then amongst the males, now for these males, then it puts now the second categorical factor or variable, which is what smoker. So to put the non-smokers and the smokers in the male category of this one, and then again we need to put the non-smokers and the smokers in this category. Then you see that that's again as a man. Last time they were together here, but now they are separated like this. See, but the information remains the same thing we had before, which will be 79 are non-smoking males or non-smokers. You see, 24 are male smokers, 79 are female non-smokers, 18 are female smokers. So the information is the same. If you put the percentages, it will be the same way we did before. But I just want to see the law of interchanging, starting with over smoker and then over sex, and we're going to start with over sex and then over smoker. So the over sex becomes an individual first, then the over smoker is overlaid on top of what? Sex. Alright, let us go another thing. Stay tuned. So we go now to this one. This one now, this one was sex over smoker, over sex over smoker. This one was over smoker over sex. This one now is over sex, over smoker, over region. What happens when we put three things? So I'll run this one, but I've commented agent and this one. So let me run. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so what is beautiful here is that last time we were not putting this on top. Okay, let me put the I would have commented some other things again. Let me comment also which one? There's something else I should comment. Okay, wrong. This was fine. Yeah. Okay, there was something else I wanted to comment. Okay, it's fine. I think it's fine. But the point is that we've got now red and blue. Why are there two now here? What I wanted to explain. Here we had only one color, pink, because it was using one color. I couldn't use two colors because it was just smoker, male, female. So we could use one color for smokers. Over sex and that one. That's the one which I can show again. So what it was doing is, I didn't maybe explain. That was the previous one. Okay. But this one which I've just done now, that was the over sex, over smoker, over region. What will happen is that, okay, I wanted to explain first the one before. Let me just run this one first. Okay. I'm saying this one, it was one color and there was no agent because the variable that was used for putting is 1. only smoker, so that's why there's one color. And we're smoking over this one. Similarly, if you interchange here, it will be one color. So you can only change one color only for the first variable. And there will be no legend. There's no need. Legend does not apply for one color. But when we've got two colors or more, legend comes automatically. So this one, that's why now we need two colors. Okay, if you don't put color, because I'm putting colors quickly, if you don't put color, let me start with this one without color. Then the colors will come automatically by default. So see, the computer, the Stata will choose its own color style, color palette. So what we'll do is set up color style. So we'll call it palette style. So what we'll do is it will be have control. Okay. So it has done everything else, but it has got its own color, and there will be two colors. Why? We'll put sex over smoker over region. So it means this sex now has to show male and female. Okay. If this sex was if the region came first, then we would have three colors. Okay, so if region came first, we would have three colors. But if smoker came first, we would have two colors. No, yes. Sex, two colors, male, female. But if region came first here, we would have north, central, south as three colors. Then in the graph we would have three colors. Okay, but here now we have two colors only. So if but if you want to choose your own color, that's where we're doing like this. Okay, so we've chosen our own color, which we have said. The first one red, the second one blue. Okay, red and blue, so which means the male is red. So here what I want to explain is this: the main division is the last one here in the last over. So the over region, that's the main one. So to split north rain, then the middle central, then the last part southern, and then the second one from the right hand side, which was the second over, which was smoker, then will be the first one again to be the second level division. So we've got north, central, south. Then among the north, we'll now split the smoker population. So with the smoking, non-smoking, smokers, and smokers. Non-smoker and smokers. Non-smoker and smokers. Then when we go now in this one, in this smoker, we will northern. We've got male, female. So that's why now we've got these colors. Similarly, in the same northern, among the smokers, this was the smokers, but for the smokers, we've got again male, female. Similarly, we repeat the same when we go into central. Among the smokers, male, female, among smokers, male, female. When we go to southern, the main division, the second division, name this one, they go to smokers and non-smokers. We'll go to male and female in non-smokers and male and female in smokers, among smokers, population. So this one, which means like this one, it means these three. It means these are the number of students who are non-smokers in the these are the students who are male non-smokers in the central region. Whereby 36 are the female students who are non-smokers in the central region. So there are female non-smokers in the central region, where 36. I think you understand. Whereby this one at the end here, the last one, would be these 7. These are the female smokers in the southern region. Yeah. So this is very important for visualization. So you can see, and already here you can see here what is showing is that the smokers, if you can see here, this is the smallest number, 3, which means we've got in the northern region, that's why we've got the smallest population, the smallest female population of, also population of female smokers. See? Because here, in the central region, the female smokers are 8. In the southern region, the female smokers are 7, but in the northern region, the female smokers are only 3. You see? Whereby, if you go to the largest now, like here, so it is the largest smokers. You can see among the smokers. So it's here. So it means the males. This is the largest population of smokers in the what is in the central region. So in the central region, that's where we've got the largest or the highest male smokers population, like that. Okay, but these ones, it means in central region we've got 36 non-smoking females. So the females in central region who don't smoke, there are too many, 37. Well, in general here, these ones are non-smokers. In general, it means we've got many non-smokers in the central region. Many non-smokers are from the central region. 33 male and 36 female. So many of them. In other words, yeah, I think you understood. So now from this one, let us move on, because there are so many on that we need to do. So if we go, that is the okay. But before that, now I wanted to remove this. Okay, before I remove this, I want you to see what's happening. Let me run again. You see where the legend is here. So we can change the legend and put it somewhere else. We use the clock position. when we set the clock position, the legend has got 12 in Stata, has got 12 places where we can put it using the clock position, location, clock style. By clock style, it means if we put a clock here which is round like this, the clock has got 12 here. One has got 12, which sometimes we call it 0, but we use it 12. Some people call it 0, so 12 or 0. And then we've got 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, then 6. Where we are here by default, we're on the 6 clock position. Then here we've got 7, then here we've got 8, then here we've got 9. 9 means left, 6 means bottom, 3 means right, 0 or 12 means top. This is 9, then we've got the 10, 11 will be northeast, northwest. Okay, northwest, north. This one, 1, 2 will be on northeast. 4, 3, 4, 5 will be on southeast. And then this is 6, 7, 8 will be on southwest. Like that. So there are 12, so let us see what I mean. So what it is easy. If I decomment here, so legend was 3 rows. So we want it to be 3 rows. Okay, you see the way it was here, it was by default, it was 1 row. Let me see, show again. It was by default, it entered into 1 by 1, because by default it was 2 columns, and then because there were only 2, so it made a 1 row, 2 by 1, 1 by 2. But now if we want this one to be vertical, then we use now the 2 rows, the 3 rows. So if we do this one, if everything around it, then now, you see, but again, it has done in 1 row, in 2 rows, okay, and the 3 or 2 would be the same thing, in 2 or 3, whatever. But it has put on the right here, because this is in the position of 3. 1, I said 0 here, 2, which is 0 or 12, 1, 2, position 3. Then 4, 5, position 2, 1, position 6, and this is position 3. That's why here, the legend placement. So we do it by position here. If I just change it here so that you see what I mean. Okay, here row 3 would be the same as 2 rows. If I change it here to say position 9, this means left, because on the clock 9 is on the left. If I run, so the legend will be positioned on the left here. Now, if I want the legend to be on top here, it will be on 12 or 0. So this is now the clock position in Stata. So let me put on position 0, which will be the same as position 12. Oh, sorry. I said one mistake. Position 0 is the center. Sorry. Correction. Position 0 is the center, the middle one of the clock. Because when we've got a clock, you've got the 2, those ones the minute and the hour and second. All those ones the minute, hour and second rounds. All of them they from the center. So that is position 0. So this is position 0. Then 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, then 6 is bottom. 3 is right. Then 4, 5, 6 is left. 7, 8. Okay, I mean 9 is left. 10, 11, so this was 6, 7, 8, 9 is left. 10, 11, the 12 is one which is on top. 0 is not on top, 0 is in the middle. So yeah, thanks for that question. So just see the on top, which means we would put to position 12. That's the clock position, the clock position. It is not safe, I don't safe. So it will be on the top here. Okay, so if you read here, we said 1 or 2, just have a feeling. So we can put there position 2. Alright, I'll explain on position 2. So run. You see, this is position 2. Since position 1 is there, this is position 2. I think you understood. Whereby here would be position 36, 7, position 8 would be here. Okay, so I think you understood. Let me just do position 8. So that you understand that this is a clock style. Position 8 will be here, somewhere here. Yeah, position 8. So this is position 6, position 7 will be here. 7. This is position 8, this is position 9 here, position 10 will be here, position 11 will be here, position 12 here, position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, here. This in the center is position 0. I think this is enough. Let us move on to something different. What about this one? Oh, but before that, I decommented this one. Okay, so you can see that what we have so far, if I see again what you have so far, you can see that here, these ones are still not good oriented, they are vertical. See, and the labels here, there are 20, 10, 20, 35, so we can put some, we can change it, we want to put some divisions there. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and make them that one. That's what I was doing here. I think I will explain it. That's what I did here. Okay, let me run. Up to 40. 5, 5, 5, and then angle horizontal. Yeah, so you can see that now. See that one. Okay, but this one I've still put here. I wanted this one to be the way it was at the bottom. So at the bottom, it means it should be position 6. Or by default, at the bottom, if you don't mention position, it will be at the bottom already. So if you don't mention position, by default, to go at the bottom. To go at the bottom like this. Okay, but yeah, but it has gone 2 columns like this. Yeah, it's up to you if you wanted it horizontal, as we did also, because I was just showing you So here it is. You have to use again one row. Okay, you can put the position 1 there, 6, and put 1 row, so it's fine. Yeah, so it will be the bottom and 1 row, like that. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so if you did percentages, then these ones, instead of count, then all these ones would have been the percentages. Okay, if you add these percentages, they must add up to 100. So yeah, these are the numbers, they must add up to 200. But if you put the percentages there, they must add up to 100. Alright, let us move on. Right, this is data visualization made simple, graphics made easy. Yes, so let's go to this one. Now she puts up to explain a lot. This one, if I line, I've commented these lines at the bottom. So if you do this one, you see now I've put the same thing which we had there. This was the sex smoker region, but now I've swapped region and sex. Smokers are still in the middle, but region and sex I've swapped. That's the only difference. Okay, so what happens is that the main division now, because sex is at the end, the main division will be male female first. So this will be male, and then will be female, and then the second division will be smoker, as we had before, and then now the region is the one which will override. So the override is the region on top of what? On top of sex, and then sex, and then on top of smoker, smoking status, and then on top of sex. So it means now we'll have the first one, which is region, is the one which will have the legend. Now there will be 3 colors. You see, that's why we have put like this. So just need to beautify these ones to put them a good angle, and the labels there maybe 5, 5, 5, 5, up to 40, and then this one also to put on 1 column or 1 row, and then that's all. That's what we're doing. So maybe I shouldn't waste time because I will explain this one. Let me just remove this one. You know, I'll just remove all of them at once. This one, it means you are saying 3 rows at position 8. So position 8, you know now where we know where it should be position 8. This was position 6, so then position 8 it means we'll be on the left. And then this one I will remove here. Region 3 rows, position 8. Okay, so here this one we already know, which we did there. So I will remove this one. Okay, but there's something new here now. So the legend, I've added the position 8, which we had there. Now I've added these 2 things. Okay, so now these ones which I've added here in the legend here, that's the difference. So what I'm doing is I'm repeating the things, but I'm adding some new thing to learn. Okay, so that's my style. So I'm adding, I'm building up, I'm adding. Okay, I'm repeating the same thing because I understood it, then I'm adding something. So this one here, it's like now you have got symbol X size and then symbol Y size. So this becomes rectangular. It becomes the length, and this one is called the width. So this is the width or length. Some people call it length or length. I think not width. This is the length. Okay, but some people call it width. So this is the width. It was wide, and then this one is the height. But it was rectangular. We would call it like length, width. But in the language of Stata, this is the width, and then this one is the height because it goes up. Okay, let me do that. Start with the 20 by 5. So if I run this one, then you see now here that we've put it on this position here, we said 8, but it's not looking like, you see because put 8 by 5 is too long. So you can see that the 8x was too long. That's why you can see this space is pushing this one too much there. So even this one in the box not fitting nicely there. See? So that's why you want this one maybe to push into the left. So it is a matter of controlling the size here of the symbol. This is the symbol size, but this is the text size. So we have symbol size and text size. For label size. Label size and text size and symbol size. Now here 20 was too much. Let us see. Let us change to, instead of 20, let's change it to 2. So it will be too, the width will be too thin. Let us run. You see, so it will be too thin, but this is better. See, so it's too thin now. Okay, but the height is 5 millimeters. What about the width? I think is millimeters. The width is it inches or millimeters? Millimeters. Whereby this one is what? I'm not sure this should be millimeters or inches. Okay, 5 millimeters or 5 inches. Okay, this side is 2. So it's now 2 millimeter. I don't know if it's, okay, I'm not sure whether it's millimeter or inches. You can find out, but it's either millimeter or inches. So this one is 2, the other one is 5. Okay, let me go back to this one. What about if I make it square? 5, 5. So if I run, yeah, so I leave it as a square. So this will be square box 5 by 5 millimeter or 4 by 5 inch. Okay, so this one is fine now. Okay, so you see, if you don't want this border outside, then which means we must remove the border so that you don't have the border. Okay, but it's fine. We can leave it. You have to remove the border here, but we can leave it. So that's why with the legend. This one, that's the legend. Then inside here you can put also that the out border should not have it. The border itself. So which means if you don't have the border, okay, we'll do this one next time. Okay, you can remove it. If you can, okay, and then this one here, this one already know it. So let me just run. Yeah. So we're just fixing this one, and we have divisions 5, 5, 5, and then it will be horizontal. Alright. The other thing is just like these gaps you see here that are touching one another. If you want, you can separate them a little bit. These gaps. Okay? That is those red at the northern, these are central, and these are the southern. You can separate a little bit. By default, it is on 0. If you want to separate a little bit, but I've done it at the bottom here. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, but I'm going to explain over here. We use gap. So it means this one. We use this is the one we want to separate is the bars. This bar is the bar. Okay, so when we go the bar, we want to go the bar, one bar, it doesn't matter, we can just write another one. Okay, so the bar gap. So it's a bar gap, then I can put 5. See, if you do like that, you see, when you bring the bars here, you put a 5, some 5 units there. Okay, you can separate again. Let me go here. If I can put maybe 20. Let us see. See, I've separated here with 20 units. So there. So these bars I've put them a little bit apart. So if you want, you can put something in the no category here for the not smoking or smoking less. For this is the males. So at least I put them far apart like this. That's what you get meaning. But sometimes you want them to overlap. Then I would use negative. Okay, if you want them to overlap, it depends. Then I can use negative instead of positive. Then I put minus. If you do like that, it means 20% overlap. It's like a percent. So you see, that's 20%. If you want to overlap like halfway, 50%. So overlap halfway, that would have been 50%. You can see 50% overlap. So it means the bars will be on top of 50%. So you can see here on this bar, this is 50% midway, 50%. It's like one bar is on top of the other, 50%. You can see this one is on top of the red, 50%. This one, the pink, the yellow is on top of the blue, 50%, like that. Okay, so if you want this one, you use the negative. But if you don't want it that way, by default, it's on 0 gap. If you don't specify anything else, it's on 0 gap. That's the default one. This is the default one, no gap here. The bars touch one another. That's by default in Stata. But some people, they just want to separate it a little bit. So that's why I can put it maybe 10. I think it's fine. So save, run, so I separate it a little bit by 10 minutes, like that. Alright. Then, okay, I can just put this one back down. This one back to position 6. Yeah, let's move to something different now. Save. I put it back like that. Okay, let's go to something different. If there are percentages, then these will be percentages. Okay, or maybe if this one is not looking nice, you can use one row. Okay, now that you know what we're doing, one row, then it will be one row like this, and these will use squares. If I put one row, then these ones I can put the rectangle, I can put the width bigger now. Okay, so I put the width now. I put the width to 10. It's fine. Of the symbol size, and by height 5. Okay, so if I run, yeah, like this, it's fine. So now it's looking fine. I need to look nice like this, and with some gaps there. We go down to the 10 gap, and then this one width 10 by 5. Okay, alright, so it's a rectangle like that. But because here in the corner here, so that's why I was putting smaller width of the symbols in the legend. Alright. Okay, next time if you don't want this box of the legend, you can remove it. I'll explain in another video. You can remove it so that you just have these ones without a box. By default you put a box, but so you use the border. We call this one border. So select the border off, or no fill, no border. Okay, so which means the outline, no fill. We call it no fill, no outline. So okay, I'll explain next time how you remove this. Okay, but if you want, some people prefer to have the outline. Okay, alright, let's move on. Then now we go to this one now, last part. But before, so it is the overlay with by option, the graph bar count over region by sex, and then title frequency. This one we already know everything here now. But the point is this: that now what is different is that now we are using a by option. Last time we were using over region 2, over smokers, over sex. Okay. Now that's why we had like these ones. So it was the over region. That's the region first, over smoker, which means about region, north, south, central, south, over smoker, which means region over over what smoker, which means smoker is split to smokers and non-smokers. So region over smokers, region over non-smoker, region over non-smoker, over smokers, region over non-smokers, region over smokers, and then for each of them you do for what the main division. So this one male and this one female. the main division, and then the small division was the smoker, and then the last part was the region. That's why the region had three. The region would take always the first one. Now what about if we use by? When we use by here, what it will do, let me just run because you already know everything else here. So it will be only one bar color, which is the region only. So which means the region, there are three regions, but there will not be three colors, it will be one color because you are splitting by 6, so it's just one region. It's only one variable, and there will be no legend. Legend is not applicable. Run by 6. What it means is when you do graphs by 6, it will see by default to put here graphs by 6. If you don't get it, you can remove it. Okay, I'll explain next time how I will remove this one. So just straightforward. Okay, there's a technique how we remove this one. But if we interchange the same graph that we had above, but if we interchange now, what will happen? If we interchange the 6 and the region, now it was last time it was by 6, but now it's by region. So it means it will have 3 regions like this, and then within regions, then we've got the 6. Okay, so we've got male, female in each region, male, female in each region. But the color it has taken just one color. Okay, yeah. Alright, then that's what happens. What about if we had like that, and then region, and this one will interchange like that? Okay, then we'll have like this. So we'll have by region, northern, central, and southern. But now, because we said by region, and then by the first it was by 6, and then by smoking status, so it means you have the no, yes, and then the female, which means we have got the no by region. It means it will take one as a support, one on its own as a support. Okay, so which means this one will have the no, yes, no, yes, again this one no, yes, no, yes, again no, yes, no, yes. Okay, which means the first one is male, then this one is female, male, female, male, female. Alright, this is exactly what we explained. I just wanted to see what happens. Okay, what about this one? If we run, you will see, so it will look like this. Okay, it was already explained, so we'll see what is happening. Okay, it was already explained. Let me just go on to this one. What the next part? What about now if we've got the bar plots with other statistics for one continuous variable? Okay, now the graph bar mean insurance over region over smoker over 6. In this case, it means now it's the last time we've been doing frequency and the count, which is counting, and then the percent, which was here. But now if we put the mean, what happens? So all everything I've already explained. This maybe I've already explained. I will just remove this one. So this means the bars want to overlap them. That's the negative 50. Positive want to separate the bar gaps to be far apart. Whereby this one here, we said one columns, one rows, or we can just choose one column, or we can just choose one row, or we can just choose 3 columns, or both, which is no problem. This one here is not the cumulative, but it's the mean, we're not cumulating it. Then this one, if it was like maybe stack, then we could cumulate, reduce total. This one, or clustered. Then this one here, format. It means because the mean, we have so many decimal places, so convert it into what format with 1 decimal places instead of 9 decimal places, or 10 you go to what, or 12 or whatever, you go to 1 decimal place. Alright, let us plot this one and see what. Okay, now because this one is the region first, it means there will be 3. Bar 1 red, bar 2 blue, and bar 3 yellow, because this one the region will take this one, the first one, and this one will overlay on top of the smoker, which will be the subdivision, small division, and then this one again on top of 6, which will be the division. You understand what this means? This is over region, and then over smoker, and then over 6. Okay, and these are the not frequencies now. This one now it will be the mean. Okay, so if we do like that, if we run, then it will be like this. So this will be like north, central, south, north, central, south, north, central, south, as the first one, north, central, south, north, central, south. Then the main division is the last one, which is 6. So the main division will be 6, which will be male, main division, the bigger division, then what? Female. Then the middle one is the one which will split each of the main division, male and female will split into smokers, and smokers, smokers, and smokers, smokers. And then the first one top here, which will be the 3 legends, is the one which is here. And these are the mean now. What it does is it takes this, what it means is when you check the female, these are male, this is northern, the red one. So in the northern region, this is male, so the male and smokers, the mean of what? Okay, I just said mean. This should have been mean. Okay, is it insurance or what? This is insurance, so this means it's mean insurance. Okay, so I run again. So this will be mean insurance. So this mean insurance is that one. And we've done it to 1 decimal place. Otherwise, if we did not do to 1 decimal place, what would happen? If we did not do to 1 decimal place, let me remove here format. Okay, the comma we put is fine. it means you've not put anything, so it's fine. So if you run this one by format, what will happen is that there will be so many decimal places of these mean. These on top of the mean, the average what insurance premium that is we're paying. So like here, this one is these are the males, and then this one is the southern. So it means in southern region, the southern region has got 380, an average of 380 premium, or insurance what, premium, an average. These ones are paying what, 388 among smokers. So I'm saying that indeed this makes sense. For smokers, the premium is higher. These are smokers. These are smokers, smoking males. Okay, so it's higher. And similarly, the smoking females. These are the females. Smoking females is higher. You can see. So this makes sense. Although this data is simulated, but it's simulated following the rules of to say that those who are highly smoking, they should have higher probability of insurance, of health risk. Okay, like lung cancer and the like. Body mass index again. These ones. They have also have high body mass index as well. Okay, so they've got high risk like that. The smoking ones compared to the smokers. The smokers are a bit lower. Okay, the choice is lower. Okay, and you can see for male and female, it's just like you are not very different. If you just compare, I mean, the non-smokers. Again, for male and female, if you compare the smokers, not the, okay, the difference is there here. Okay, these ones, okay, there's also difference. It's like the central have got higher for non-smokers, while that is for males, non-smoking males. While for the females, the central is in the middle. Okay. Okay. So and again here, this one is like for the smokers, males. The higher one is the southern. While for the smokers, for females, the higher one is the northern. So they are different, of course. But I mean just in general, if you just take all smokers, they are not very different from all smokers. They are higher, and then the non-smokers they are lower. But if you see the order, who is first row, who is higher than those three and those three, if you see that there is a story, they are a bit different depending on region. Okay? Yeah. And then, but these places are so many, so that's why it does not look nice to have so many decimal places like this. So that's why it's better to use this, okay, cell, so that you have one decimal place, yeah, like that. Alright, let us proceed. Let's finish up. Now, this one is negative 50, that's why there is the bar graph. That's why there is an overlap here, negative 50. Yeah, they are overlapping. If you want to be far apart, if you don't want to overlap like this, they are overlapping by 50%. If you didn't want them to overlap, then instead you can put them apart by 20%, for example. Let us run this one. Yeah, so you can do like this, so that they are a bit far apart. Now they are looking fine. The numbers now are separated so that you can see them clearly. Yeah? Alright. This is very clear now. Can you this place? Okay, if you want that it will not look very close, but you could add a percent at the end. Okay, you append the text at the end there. Okay, I'll explain in another video how you put your percent there. In the pie chart, it comes automatically, but here you have to append in the to put append a percent at the end. But if you already know that these are what, oh, these are not percentage. Okay, it's fine. This is mini choice, but I mean for if it was percent, then you will need to append 40%. That's why he's not doing by default. Because in the pie chart, when you want to say percentage, it knows. But here when you say percent, it will not put a percent here. So that I meant for when you have a percent here. Okay, but it's fine. I'll do next time. But for the mini choice, you don't do anything else. Okay, so this is what we're done with the mini choice. But what about if we had the minimum insurance? If we had the okay, it's fine. Because we'll explain this one. So okay, let's go here. That's what I'm saying now here. What about this one? Is you've got one continuous variable. Okay, or just insurance. Okay. But what about if you've got other statistics for many continuous variables? So we've got a list now. So it's like this one. But now we've got like mathematics, biology, physics. There are 3 subjects. Then all of them you put a statistic here. Like so, but the rule that the statistic must be 1. You can use any other statistic, so you can replace with any other statistics, but it must be 1. If that is 1, it will be many. Here we had the mean, we had insurance. If you wanted, you could put here, it was not only mean. Maybe you could put here standard SD, then here it will be standard deviation, SD insurance. If I could run this one, then we did before, with the text on there. Then it will show now standard deviation of insurance. Then the signal is showing standard deviations. Last time we had mean, it was showing means. Okay. If we just forgot here. So if we had here maybe the median. Okay, median. Then it will show here the what? Median what? Insurance. Okay, so it will show the median. You see it will be different from the means. These are the median now. It will be different from the means. Okay, because the mean, like for this highest, this is 386. Here, 386. That's the worst case here. in southern, the smokers, the males, it's $386 median, 386, but for me it would not be 386. It was not 386 for me. Let me just run. I will leave it here as median. Let me run. So it's not 386, it is 388. Why? It means the mean is set above the median. So it's now the positive skewed or negative skewed. Okay, you see them by box plots. Okay, the next one. Okay, so if we go to, alright, then, which means that's the mean, you could do many things here. You could do as well, okay, that's what I was, so let's leave it the way it was, the mean. Okay, so if it is the mean, here I said frequency distribution. So which means it's not more frequency, but it is mean distribution. I was not changing here. So it should be mean distribution over region. So this is the mean distribution of each was over that one. Yeah. Okay. Let us go now to what about you've got one here, but you've got many here. What happens? So what happens is that this is minimum. There's no need for putting the overall IP here because it will split because of the bar here. Because this one did not have bar. This one did not have bar. It was over. So we can have the title there, because that title was for all these ones. Okay, because of the over, so it was one title, which was fine because it's one graph. It's not splitting, but when you say by, then the graph is splitting. They don't need the title. So in this case, you don't need the title, but what will happen is that you just need the Y title. Okay, which is the back graph. So one of you guys don't need the X title. So it is minimum breadth, it's minimum, and then you can replace with any other stats. Okay, let me run this one first. Now you can see that here there is the position outside the gap. Okay, this one is also new. I did explain next time. The position inside. We put the bar label, bar, the B label, bar format. I explained, but the position I did explain in the gap. What these are doing? Okay, this one I already explained about the bar, the of colors, few colors, and the bar gap is different from the gap. Okay, I'll explain shortly. The Y line, you can also have the X line. The Y line is the vertical line. The horizontal line. Okay, so you're doing the horizontal line 55 at 55, and the horizontal line at 65. And the line color, that's what the line color. B color is the border color. While B color, like this one, the regent, you can have the B color, which means the B color will be the border color of the regent. Okay, the line color, that's for the line. F color, that is for the fill, the bar. So this one is maroon, and this one is blue. That's for the lines that I would draw at 55 and 65. I want to see the grades between 55 and 65. But for the minimum, 55 and 65 will be too big, so they will not be plotted. Okay? But they will be plotted when I put in mean or subdivision or other things here, like maximum or like third quantile, upper quartile, which is the 75. Okay, like that. Let us see. Then the legend now. You label them math, that physics, or if you don't label these ones, what will happen is that it will take its own. Let me comment here. So let me run. I'll explain these ones in the big gap on that. Okay, I will go time. So this is one. So this is the minimum grades. What it means is by default, by default it will put here its own legend. Okay, so to just take the minimum of mathematics, the minimum of biology, the minimum of physics. So it means because we said by what? 6. That's what you split two graphs on separate axes like this one, subplot. So by is a subplot. So it means it plots separately. That's the by. Over. It's one plot, only that it is overlying on top. But by, it means it splits by 6. It means it makes a graph, an axis on male and another axis on female. And then this one, which we have here, this one, what will happen is that so that one is individual scale. I think X scale, individual Y scale. So I think that's the one over there. The one which was failing last time was the okay. It's fine. So what will happen is it means here there are some other zero. The zero means like zero here. Here is the biology. It means those who don't smoke. In other religions, some of them will go to what? Zero. Similarly, zero here it means the smokers. Some of them go to zero in mathematics. Zero here it means some of the non-smokers go to zero. These are the males, go to zero in what? In physics. Whereby here, some of the females go to zero in physics among the smokers. Like that. Whereby this one, among the smokers. Whereby this one, that is among the non-smokers, some of the females go to zero in the middle one is what? Biology. See? So because these are the minimum. But if you can see here, this is what there is something here. This is, in the southern region, for the smokers, the males they scored, males, the minimum they score grade in biology was 51, which means all the males who were smokers in southern region, they scored 51 and above. It was the minimum. So very interesting. Okay? So they should be told why these smokers, smoking males, the male students who are smoking in southern region are scoring very, very, very high in biology. There should be something. Okay? And also in physics. Okay? Similarly here, among those who don't smoke in the southern region, they also scoring, but it's not very high, but maybe here, those who don't smoke and with females, they score higher in biology to the 4 and above. In general, it looks like biology was an easy exam in general, because you can see the rate is higher in general. So biology was easier. Alright. Mathematics, you can see it's very small, the blue. Mathematics, very, very low, the minimum. Many were failing mathematics. Very interesting. Okay, so now, if we go to, I think that's all. If we go now to, this is minimum, but what about if you had the maximum? If you see what they score, their highest values, which means instead of minimum grades, you will say highest grades. See? Let us see now. Now it will show the line 55, the Y line, and the Y line, this one 55 with these colors, maroon and blue. Okay, one thing I didn't explain here again about position outside. Okay, let me just explain when I'm doing the maximum. So this is the maximum one. Okay, so I've drawn the line 55 and the maroon, the blue on 65. 55 and 65. The idea here is that this is the gap, grades gap here from 55 to 65. 55. This is 40. This is the 50 here in the middle, and here is 70 in the middle here. And then if this is in the middle here is the 50. In the middle here is 50. This is 50. Then this is 55. So this is 40, 45, then 50, then 55, 60, and 65. So between 55 and 45, 55 and 65. So if you want to see who is between here, then you can see that it's only this one. Okay, maybe this one is on the bar exactly. I wanted to see the ones who are in that one. So it's only these two, but this is only exactly in the boundary in 65. The smokers in northern region. So in mathematics, they're exactly there. And again here, mathematics they are scoring low. And again here for the smokers 61. See? And then these 132. These ones are lower than all these levels. So we put in these lines to see the ones who are in there. Whose the highest grades are better than there. Okay. Now, okay, this is the gaps. The gap was the gap here. So I've separated some gaps. If you put negative, if you put 0, this gap will be together without the gaps. That's the 0 gap. That's the bar gap. But it is just a gap. A gap is for the label. This is the label where it is 100 here and here. So this gap, if these labels will go, they can go here. Also the outside. If you say inside, they will go inside. Let me go back here. So if this is outside, if you can put position inside, and then inside, then there are inside. So those things are inside here. That's the inside. They'll be on top and then inside here. Okay, but if you, because there's a gap inside the gap of this 0.5. Okay, if you remove the gap here, let me just remove and run without a gap there. Then there will be so much below, a bit below there. But when you put a gap, they will move a little bit up or down. Okay. So when you say inside, they are inside here. Or when you put the gap, if I put the gap, this is inside. If I put the gap negative, okay, negative, run. Then it means now they will be going a little bit up like that. Okay, but if it was positive, then maybe I put maybe 5 or 20. This is in position is inside, but like this we have done it. Then it means, you see, so they go like this inside. Okay, that's the labeling. Okay, but by default, we prefer that they should be on the top there. So by default, we prefer maybe I'll just remove the gap outside. Okay, if I remove everything here, this will be default one. So by default, they will be outside, on top, like this, yeah, like this. But the thing is that by default, the gap is too much. Okay, so that's why we prefer to put the gap. Okay, let me put the gap. Yeah, so the gap is more like 0.05. That's right. So that they're above, outside, yeah, like that. So the gap is smaller. This gap, whereby the back gap is this one. whereby the last gap is this gap. Okay, alright, okay, understood. Okay, so this one by default to just say maximum overall, but you can what you can do is you can change this one. This one, how do you change it? We change that's another thing we wanted. So that's this one here. Let me comment it. So you can put it now to say 1 is maths, 2 is biology, 3 is physics. And in 3 columns, it means it will be in 1 row. I mean in 3 rows, which is it will be in 1 column. So you see that that one. Similarly, if you want it to be in 1 row, then you will just say in 3 rows or 3 columns. 3 columns or 1 row or 3 columns. So that will be in 1 row like that. Then finally, this is the maximum. What about if it was the percentile? So percentile, you say maybe P90. That is the 90 percentile 90 or 95. That is percentile 95. Let me see. So this one means you say 95th percentile grades. Okay? So if you run 96 percentile grades, so it will be these ones. These are the 96 percentile grades. So these are the 96 percentile grades. They are very high. Okay, I think they will be like maximum in other words. But let me choose, because 96 is like maximum. Let me choose 70 upper quartile, 75, so that they're not too much above. Okay, you can see they're coming down. Let me take the 25th quartile. 25th quartile, so it will be P25. That's the other statistics that you can use. P25. 25th percentile, so you can see. So you can see that those lines now that are very above. You see, those horizontal lines were very above, which means you can change them. Maybe to, let me see what was the here. So we can want to see what is between maybe 15 and 25. Let us see. So which means 15 and 25, which means you put here 15 and here 25. So this will be between 15 and 25. So you can see these are the ones which are between here, and you see these are the ones between. Otherwise, these ones are the ones which are above. Maybe you're interested in what is happening in those whose 25 percentile grades are between 15 and 25. So these are the ones. Whereas these ones, they are generally the scores are higher. Yeah, these are outside there. And the ones which will be below this boundary, things that are lower. So we can choose depending on your interest the bands where you want to see to say anything above this is higher and anything below this is lower. But the ones in the middle, they're just in the around the what the range that you expect. Okay, so you can choose these lines the way you want. You can use this by Y line. Okay, all right. I think for now we can stop here. Okay, but before we stop, there is the pie chart. The pie chart is not too much, so I can just run them quickly. Let me just say the pie chart. What we do is, if you run from here to here, which means we're just running line 209, which is graph pie. We're just running these 3 lines. Graph pie up or some. Let me run. Okay, what happens is that by default, pi by default is not percentage. By default, it is just the number. It is the name. The label is the name. Okay. So if you don't do anything else, the label will just be the name. What we mean is this. Let me do that. So that I start with that one. If you just plot this one, pi, it will plot and it will take the p label, the name. Okay. So what I mean is, I would not put anything that you say. So it will just be north under this one, and then it will not put in anything else by default. Don't label anything else, and the colors will just pick whichever color. Okay, but now what you want to make it much better, you will now do like that. What are we doing? You now say you put the title, and then you put p label or sum. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to put or sum, if you just put p label and just leave it. Let me run this one first. Up to here. That's it. So to put the title, but there will be nothing there. Okay, but if you suppose here there was no continuation, now it should do what I'm expecting. Yeah. So it means 90 here, and then this is the northern. You're going at clockwise. So this is 90. That means this will be the northern. Then you're going at clockwise. So this will be central, and then what? Southern. This will begin at 90. But if you begin at 180. Okay, if the angle you tilt it at 180 degrees. 180. Then what will happen is, if I run to start at 180, the first one will be going at clockwise, we know that. Then central, then southern. That's what it does. If you do 360, if you want to start from 360, and then 270, so if you start from 270, let's start from 270, then anti-clockwise, which means anti-clockwise, which means 270 is here, and then anti-clockwise, which means the first one will be this one, then the second one, then the third one. But if you are doing clockwise, then it will start from 270, this one would have been here, then this one there, and this one would have been here. Okay, so that is the, if I just removed this one, then it will be on 270, but it will be going clockwise. Clockwise is this way. No, clockwise is, yeah, is this way. So this is 270, then it's going this way clockwise, and the first one will be northern, then central, then finishing with southern, going clockwise. Alright, but many people prefer to start from 0 degrees or 90. So which means we can leave it at 0 degrees, I think, and then many people like anti-clockwise. So we can start at 90 degrees and anti-clockwise, which is going in this direction. This is 90, then this is the first one, and this is the second one, this is the third one. That is 90 going anti-clockwise, and not 90, 0 degrees and then going anti-clockwise. So 0 degrees going anti-clockwise. Okay, let's see, we'll end up with the southern. Okay, and this is the title up there. So these are the percentages. These are the not percentages, but the counts. But you could use percentages. So she's using percentages. Then it's this one which we have down here. So just 7. Which is for percentages, you need the percentage there, which is 9 and then position should be outside, and then with a gap, I will explain, and then the gap, which will be the gap between the labels and the position will put all percentages. So this was all sum, it was giving frequencies, but all underscore or percent, you are giving the percentage. So it's the same graph, but now with percentages. Yes, then finally we have also the overlay and the by options. So if we just run this one, that is over region by sex. That will be like this by default. So that is the over region by sex, which means by sex it means it will put supports of sex, male separately and female separately, and then the males it will do the regions as the slide says again there. If you do the opposite, if it was by region, if it was over sex by region, then it would have had 3 ports here. So this, and another port, 3 ports, and then for each port would have had 2 slices of male, female, and male, female. Then here would have shown the region of just male, female. Okay, but now to make it more beautiful, then that's why I put it this way. So we do the same thing we are doing, but we do P label or some position or site, gap 8, and legend, and then the colors, because this will be 3, and then you can have also, because now you know, clockwise, anti-clockwise, and angle, 180. Now this one, the total here, let me first move the total. If you move the total, if you run this one, you do like that. This will be the counts. So you see that if you add all these counts, they should be 200. Okay, and if you find the percentages, they should add up to 100. Okay, the counts will be 200. Okay, if we put here percent, then there will be the percentage here. So now if you add this plus this plus this, here it should be 100% on its own. That's the other thing I forgot last time. When I did anything by, then the male on its own it should make 100%. Similarly, the female on its own it should make also another 100%. That's what it will do, because now you are splitting the gaps, then this makes 100%, because the percentage now are out of, because you are splitting now by, so it's out of the total number of males. Again, here is out of these percentages you get here that are out of the total number of females. It's different from when you use over. Okay, so similar last time when we had the when we had the sum. For the sum, if you add this plus this plus this, it should be the total of the males, which was 103. And if you add this plus this plus this, it should be 97. Because this plus this would be 50. And then plus 27, 97. Whether this one plus this should be 103. So together is 200. Okay. Okay, so lastly, again, this gap 8 is far. Okay, is far. If you see here, gap 8 is too far there. So to make them closer, I'm gonna make maybe gap 4. Gap 8 is too far. You can just see already. So maybe we put gap 5. Okay, and 180 anti-clockwise. Things we're starting from here, 180, and then anti-clockwise, so we're going this direction. So the first one will be nothing, then that. Okay, so you can see these numbers now. They're coming close because it was shown there. So again, I can move it. Again. You see a little bit. So it should be 4 or should be 3. Let's just use gap of 3. That gap is between the bar and of 3 like that. How far that gap is? How far are they from this one? Otherwise, by default they will be inside, because if I did like that, then I removed this altogether, then by default they will be inside like that. Similarly, if this was percent, then it doesn't matter the spelling if you don't finish percent, just spell it is okay. Stata knows as long as it's the only command or subcommand. You call it abbreviated command or something. So usually it underlines, so it knows. Like tabulate, if you just say tab, it will know that it's tabulate. Summarize, just say sum, it knows. Display, just say D, or just D is describe. But DI summarize, I will display, so it will know. SU summarize, it will know. PER, that's percent. Okay. Count, C, O, U, so as long as it's the only one, it will know. So these ones by default they are inside. See, and there are 2 decimal places. Yeah, those were did 2 decimal places. No, by default there are only 2. So if it is a percentage, then you can put formatting like this 1%, or if you want them to be 1%. Okay, let me go back to where they were. So if you put this gap, that's where outside. That's how we make them go outside. Now, like this. Okay. So that even if they were percentages, again they would be outside percentage. Then those percentages now they would be outside like this. Then you can format it in the decimal places. Alright, I think okay, but for today we can stop here. Next video will start from here. Because as you can see, this has taken a lot of time, so which means the next video will start from here for the graphics for numeric, discrete, continuous, scale, ratio variables, which will be for the box plots. Okay, maybe I'll explain again, but I'll just plot them so that you just see. If I plot this one, I want to explain. If I just plot this one, this is the box plot. So you can see, this is the box plot. Okay, well, there was one thing I forgot. I've just remembered now. One thing that I explained, but I did not show. Here, whenever I would buy, like here, you can put here total. Okay. Okay. At first, let me run this one. So that now, if you put total here, comma, wherever there is a buy, and if you put total, it works not only for pi, even for graphs above the bar charts and all other graphs that we're going to do below in numeric here, as well as we put buy command. You split into supports, then you can use a total here. Total, what it means is, what it will do is it will split like this by male, so it will split male and female, and then it will combine together 103 plus 97 together to make 200 and make another graph of all of them together irrespective of sex. So since sex total, it means it splits, then it puts the what total there, so that this one will be 100% total as percentage, this one will be 100%, and if you combine this together it will be again 100%. But if they were the sums, what will happen is that, let me do for the sum, if this was not percentage but if it was frequencies, okay, then in this case it means 26, if you add to 24 it should add up to 50, 44 and 45 should add up to 89, 27 and 34 should add up to 61, so that this plus this should add up to 200, because this would be 101 plus 89 would be 200, not 111, 111 plus 89 will be 200. So this is the total, okay? Which means whenever you put by, you have a total, which means if you did the opposite, if you this one, I put it here, and then the region, I put it here. Okay, this comma will put or not, it does not matter. So if you run this one, then what to do is, it will do because by region, northern, central, and the south. So with male, female, male, female, so it's male, female, male, female. It's like here it is like 50, almost 50%, 45, 44, yeah. But this will be a bit bigger, but no, that's looking like a diameter because they differ by 1, so percentage will be very like almost the same scenario here, just different by 1. But here you can see that the males in northern, the males are much more, and again here also the males are a bit more. But in general, all of them the males are more, except in the southern. So in the southern, that's where we've got many females than males in the southern. Okay, so this what we're doing here. We would as well get them if we had cross tabulations. That's the other thing I was not explaining. If we had cross tabulations like tab 6, 2, then by region 2, it will be the same numbers that we're getting there. So there are these numbers. So when we're putting there, that's what I do. So it means if we noticed in the here in the southern region, that's the only one where the females are a majority. 26, 24, females 26. So if you can see here, females 26, 24 in the southern. So in the southern, you can see that females 26, 24. You see, so these numbers, of course, if you plot with the comma, chi square. Okay, then again, if you can plot with the probabilities, like rho, then we have these probabilities here. Those are the frequencies that we are putting there, that we are seeing in this graph. If we put as percentages. Alright, and then finally the last one now. We said if we run this one, so we'll run that one, so this one like this, then if we put total, then here we can have this is by region, so we've got the northern, the central, and southern, and then we can put a total here. So if you put a total there, then in the by here, that's this one now. Put a total. Then what will happen is that if we run, okay, we'll have this north, central, south, and then the total, which means if you add all these together 200, then we have one graph for all of them regardless of what. If you say total, it means this one is regardless of region for all of them, whereby this one is splitting this is regardless of region, but splitting just sex and what female regardless of region. But here male and female, while here male and female dance support only for northerners and for those in central region and for those in southern, while here is just male and female for all the distribution. Combine together all these three regions. Okay, that's total. So you can see here that by default it uses 2 columns, but if you want you can enter this one as in one row, the reagent, and also here you can make them not going vertical this one, but you can make them horizontal, and also you can put a title here. And these ones, the sizing of the gaps, you can overlap them. You can put negative to overlap them, or a smaller positive so that they are a bit closer together, or like that. That's what we're doing here. So that's what we're doing here. So I will just comment, just remove the comment here, and remove the comment here, and remove the comment here. I wanted to run one by one, but because of time, so I just ran all of it. Okay, so box gap 0.12, so put a bit closer, and then that's one column, one row, the reagent. I want it to be one row, and then this one is the size of the width, as I already explained, the width of the symbol by the height, and then the extra by the divisions by 10, 10, 10, and angle horizontal, and the title, subject score, and the X size and Y size. This is the whole this one. Let me remove this one so that you see what happens. Remove this one and run first. So it will be like this, but the scaling is this will be very compact. So that's why maybe I want it to be a bit relaxed. So that's why now I can undo. I put this one, the sizing here and the gaps here. So now you see when after doing this, run, see beautiful things. With the relax like that, like this. It's not relaxed in the and with last time it was very small, but you can include like that. Okay, so then finally the put subject score. So we've got mathematics. You put these ones again. The rectangles like the two nicely here. Mathematics is the first one. English is the second one. Biology, then computer science, then physics, then the last one is chemistry. That is the 4. In the southern for the males, again in the southern region for the females. You do the same for the males in northern and for the females in northern. Males in central, females in central. This one is the total. So the total means regardless of the bioregion, regardless of region, but just considering male and female respective, without what considering the what. The last one, you can understand this one for the horizontal. so to be the same graph but the horizontal. Alright, so for today guys, we're gonna stop here. Let's stop here. Next time we'll have more plots in the next video. Okay, and the next plots we're going to cover these ones, the numeric values, the box plots, histogram, frequency polygons, matrix plots, scatter plots, only plots, all these ones, polynomials, yeah, the kernels, advanced plots, function line plots. Yeah, and then in another video, the last one, we'll do the setting of the graphics, scaling graphics, graphics notation, combining graphics on the same graphics grids and like that. Yeah, so for today we'll stop here. Yeah, remember to subscribe, click like, share and comment. Yeah, next video we'll start from here again on the box plots. We'll do the line plots, the histograms, the frequency polygon and the range plots and many things, the kernel densities, the range plots, all those spike plots, dot plots, all these ones. And then we'll combine these graphs together into one grid the way we did like in R, using extra grid and the ggplot. You can do the best things using Stata. Okay. Yeah, so for today we can stop here. We've achieved objective number 1. We've covered this one successfully, and a little bit feeling of, well, we just started the box plots a little bit, but we'll start again from box plots going down. This one in the next video, then in the last video, option 3. Okay, thank you very much. Just subscribe so that you don't miss the next part, which is part 2 on the numerical data visualization. Thank you.